Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to make a diya holder. It's going to be really beautiful, I suppose. So let's start. It is going to be a little longer video. Step by step we will learn how to do it. So here I have taken one roll. This is a cardboard roll, cling foil roll. So we will use this one, and here I have cut this thermocol into a bottle shape. You can see, you can use any plate or anything and mark it around, and then a square piece in the side. So here for the thickness I have taken two of the same size. So we will keep it together like this and stick it, and then we will start our video. So if you are going to like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. Please support, and thank you so much. Now let's start the video. Here I have already cut thermocol. Now you can use any any tin or anything like that. Here I am using this because I don't want to throw this. So this one I will place it right over here, and we will use a pen and we will mark it. So roughly I have marked it in a pen. Same way we will mark it in this also, and using a cutter we will cut this part and take it out. Now you see, this is the mark. Roughly I have marked this one. So we will cut this using a cutter, and the same shape we will cut on this also. So together it will be a hole over here. Okay. So we will cut this with a cutter. So here, see, like this. So we will mark on the other one also, and then we will cut it. So I have made it this way. So we will keep this together. So for this we will use some Fevicol. For this I am using a little bit of Fevicol all around. Now I will place this on top of this. If it is a little uneven, it's fine, there is no problem. Now it will take some time to stick, so we will just poke 2-3 so we will use toothpicks, and we will pierce this here and there just to keep it together so that it sticks well. Later on we will take these toothpicks out. If you have ball pins, you can fix that also. So this is easy. Now I am using this roll, I told you. So we will apply a little bit of glue. Not too much. Now I am going to insert this into this hole till the end. So now this becomes a stand, and let these toothpicks be there like for half an hour so that it will stick well. Now we will keep this aside. Now I am using a piece of cardboard, and I made a little bigger circle than that roll, a little bigger one. If it is the same also, it is okay. So I am going to I've just marked a circle, and I am going to cut it now. So here I have cut this piece. I'll apply a little glue on top of this. just to cover it. Now I'm going to place this cardboard on top of this. So let this also dry. We will use some silver foil. Here I have taken a metal string, just a metal string which can be bent easily. So we will bring it together and just like this. So now we want to make the shape. So here I am using some silver foil. Before that, we will give the shape. So this is how I have bent it. Now using this metal thing, we will start crushing the foil along with the metal. Just crush it. See that the metal thing should be inside the foil, and we will use backward like this. Just bring it to the shape. So this is the shape I want. You can see this is how I made it. You can use extra foil until you get the proper shape. So it shouldn't be very loose. It can be nice and tight. So you just have to use your hands to make it look this way. So if you want to add some more foil, you can add. So this is how I want the shape to be. So I got the shape. So until you get the shape, you can keep adding more foil. Now to this, we will add a little more foil. We will crush it like this. Just want to make it like this so that it can sit like this. So you are understanding what I am saying. So we will make it sit like this. So for this, I am going to put some hot glue and I am going to stick this here first. So I have smashed this well and I made it nice and thick and just round. It is not perfect, it's okay. So now I am going to use a little bit of hot glue over here, and then I am going to place this on top of this so it sticks like this. Now this is stuck like this. So I am using air dry clay. You can use any kind of clay, air dry clay. If you want, you can add some color in the clay if you don't want to paint it later, but I am going to paint it, so I am using normal white clay. So we are going to cover up this bird fully with this clay. So we will use some powder so that our fingers will not get stuck into this clay, and it will be easy to work also. So any talcum powder like this, you can just apply in your hand and then you can work with it. So I am just flattening it. I am going to start from the face. So slowly I am going to take it down. So you have to press and make it go down the neck like this. So you have to use powder. It will be easy for you to work. So to get the shape, proper shape, it will take some time to dry, so you can shape it with patience. You don't have to hurry. You can see that it smoothens up very easily. Like this, we will cover up the full bird with the clay. So you can see that I have covered this bird fully along with the bottom with this clay. Now the clay is still wet, so if you just press it with your hand, or if you are holding it with your hand, you can see the impression of our hand can fall on this. So you should be very careful. Try using powder and keep on smoothing it until it becomes nice and smooth like this, and then you place it in a place where it will not be disturbed, and it should dry completely. When it dries, it will become nice and hard. So until that, see that there is no impression or anything. Let it be a smooth work. So we will just allow this to completely become hard. For that it will take like maybe half an hour. So just allow this to dry completely. Now it's not dried yet, so I am going to apply a little glue. On top of this. So I want this to dry on top of this itself. So no need to wait. So just allow it to dry well, and then we will do the next thing. So I am going to place it here so it will dry as we work on the other part of this project. Now in a bowl I am taking some POP, plaster of Paris, and we will mix this with water. Take little by little so that it will not waste, because if it becomes hard then it is of no use. So I am not using anything else in this. We'll add little water and make it a thick paste. I am using a fork. I am adding just a little bit of white glue. If you don't want, you just skip it. So this is the consistency we want. Even if it is a little thicker, it's fine, but as the time goes, it will become more tight. So this will do. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to take little by little and I am going to apply on top of this roll. Just apply it like so. First just I am applying this just like that. After applying, we can give it a little texture. So it's better to use a fork. First completely apply, it will not dry so quickly. So you can take your time and apply it well all around like this. Till down, no problem. So I have applied all this POP. Now using the back side of the fork, I am just doing this, making strokes upward. So you can see you are getting a slight texture like this. You can see that. So I am just taking it upward. If you are comfortable doing it downward, that also you can do. So it depends on how you like to do it. So just complete these strokes all around, so that you have this pillar look like a tree. Now I have given these strokes right around, and we will leave it to dry. Now I am going to pick off all these toothpicks, and the rest of the POP we will apply it on the base. You can just apply it to cover the completely cover this thermocol all around. Even in the sides you can apply. So before you apply, you can mix a little more and place some cover or something below this one, and then you can apply. So your table will be neat, and also it will help you finish your work quickly. So I have applied the POP fully all around. I have kept it on a plastic cover, and we will allow this to dry fully, and then we will go to the next step. Now I am taking small pieces of foil like this, and then I am just cutting it like this. Like this I will do, and I will use these kind of metal strings, anything that can bend, but it should be firm also. I will keep this inside this and just press it well like this. So even if I am going to bend it, it will bend to any shape I want. Like this we will make some and keep it ready. Now with the same foil, we need this type a little bit, like 10 numbers of this, and also with the same foil I made spoon like things. So this is not very strong, but this part is a bit stronger, so you can just make a kind of big ladle this shape. So I made 7 like this. So insert this kind of metal strings inside this also, but till here, from here to here, not over here, here to here, and keep it ready. So first I told you we made some spoon like shape. So that one first we will place like this on top of this, and we will make it like a curve along with this, like this. But before sticking this, we have to cover this silver foil with paper tape. That is only this part, paper tape, and then we will put clay, and then we will cover this. I will show you how to do it now. Now using the paper tape, we will just roll this. Now keep it on the surface, and then just press all these and make this into this shape, oval shape, like this. Now the clay is ready. You can add some glue if you want to. So I put some white glue inside. Now we will take some clay. My hands are black because of the paint, so don't bother. So I'm just flattening this. Make it nice and flat. Use powder, talcum powder. Make it as thin as you can, but let it not have any holes or anything in the middle. Now I'm placing this right inside this and getting the same shape. You can see that outwardly you can just, there is a little, we can just fold it outward so it can take the shape. So just don't worry about the perfection, just go with the flow and do it. So now you can place it like this. Basically, which looks like a leaf or a feather, like this. Now this is ready. Now this one we will place it on top of this. So the first one we will start from the base. So first one we will keep it over here. So I'm just applying a little glue to make this sit like this, and then we will just turn this one, and then we will fix it over here. So I have just made it a small curve inside, okay, and thermocol is kept here. So just next to the thermocol I am just putting a ball pin. So now, as we use this paper tape and the clay and fixed this one, we will fix all the spoons that we made with foil. Now the second one I am going to place it over here, and then take the tail along this way. So second one we will place it here, and then slowly you have to turn it, and then you have to fix it that way. So it might not just stick immediately, so you can use ball pins, and you need not remove it later. It can just stay there, there is no problem. So I am using a ball pin and I am fixing it there. Here and there you can, if you want to, if you feel that it is not getting fixed properly, you can use ball pins and you can fix it. And then you can smoothen the inner part like this. So here we have two completed. Now I have a small piece of thermocol. I'm just cutting it into a little oval in shape. You can make it square or anything you like. I just want to place it here. So with a little glue, I'll put some glue here, and I am going to stick this thermocol on top of this. And now this one, the third one, I am going to add a little glue on top of this, and then I am going to place it on top like this. So now what we do is, we will not stick it down, instead we will take it, lift it a little up, and then you can just turn it a little bit carefully, and then you can add a little bit of glue, and then you can put a ball pin so that it will stick. Later on, if you want, you can remove, or you can just leave it as it is. So here it is ready. Now this one, let it be like this. So just see to it that it does not come out until it sticks well. So just keep an eye on this. So we have made the third one. Now in between we will stick normal. I already showed you that I made these normal length pieces with the silver foil. We will use tape and we will wrap this one, and then we will stick it. So I've wrapped this also the same way. Now these we will be sticking here and there in between these cups. So this one I will stick it like this. For that I will apply some glue here on this thermocol and a little bit over here. So just stick it like this, and then I'll put a pin there, and I will just turn this a bit like this, and I will stick it over here like this. So now next to this I am taking another piece of thermocol. I have added glue and I am fixing it on top of this like this with a little gap over here, and top of this also I am putting some glue. Now the next spoon that we made, we will stick it like this. So this one we will just bend it a bit like this, so we can fix it on top of this, and then this one I will fix it like this. So like this, height wise, this one I have just kept it so until it sets. So I am just making layers, so all these petals should come this way like this. So 7th one is here, the 7th one we will fix it like this. It has to be straight and there should be gap between each one of them. So now I have arranged all the petals like this. So total 7 petals. You can see step by step I have arranged. Here I have kept a piece of thermocol just to support this one because it is not yet set. The clay is not yet set. So we have, you can see, one on top of the other. I have made it this way. You can see I just tied it because it's not yet dry, so it will help it hold on the thermocol. So this is how I have done it. Now the next step that we need to do is we let these petals dry. So meanwhile we'll take some clay and then we just roll it. Like, you should see how much the length of each petal. So approximately you can roll the clay, and then with the help of some powder just flatten it up, flatten it well with your fingers. Actually this become little dry, so it's a little difficult for me. So try to use clay which is fresh and easily now I have flattened this clay. Now I am using a toothpick and drawing a straight line. Very carefully I am drawing a straight line. So then I am going to give lines on both sides, like how we do it for the leaves. Just impressions. You want, you can just pull it down like this. Just give slanting impressions like this on both sides. So you can see the impressions. It is still flexible, the clay. It shouldn't become hard. So doing this, on each petal we have stuck the tail part. See, for example, I am showing you. You can just glue the area with a little bit of glue like this. Just put a line, that will do. And we are going to stick this on top of this. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. So this is how you will stick it. Just don't press too much, just gently. So all the petals that we stuck here, we will be covering it with the clay. So now that all these are completed, now we will focus on painting them all in black. So we will play a painting. I am using acrylic black color without water. So I will complete it and then I will show you. So we will cover up the entire, all the feathers and everything which is in white. Once the clay is fully dry, now you can see, you can hear the sound. So that means the clay is dry. So now you can paint it. I am not using water, only acrylic black color I am using. I will paint everything and then we will do the next step. So now everything is completely painted in black. Now on top of the head, just putting a little glue, little bit. Now I'm keeping this air dry clay. I'm just fixing that air dry clay like this. Now I'm using this toothpick. I've cut it till here. So this I am piercing it inside like that, and then just once you can just pierce it in and leave it to dry, and then we can paint it like that.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಯಾವ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್ ನೀವು? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Now I am using acrylic colors to paint this. I have taken dark green without water. Each feather we will paint, but not fully. Just can give a little touch here and there. So we will not completely paint it like that. So here and there it has to be, and we will give different colors into paint different colors into different feathers. So just see that one and just inward, just like that, here and there, not every petal. So like this. Now I will use yellow and like this. So we have to mix and match the colors. Now I am using a little bit of orange, this, so here I have applied blue. On that I am using a cotton bud and just dipping it in white little bit, and I am going to keep dots like this. So now I am using these kind of kundan stones and I am sticking it on the tip of the feather with a hot glue. Like this. So like this I have stuck all the stones, kundan stones, like this, small and big, with different colors. Now I am sticking junkies, putting just a small dot of blue. I am using these junkies. So start sticking. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. Kindly don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Try this at home, and if you're trying it, please let me know. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.